I never planned to fall into such a mess. All I wanted was to survive Lagos, earn a decent living, and maybe build something real with my girlfriend, Ada. But life, or maybe fate, had other plans. My name is Chike, I'm 28, and I work as a personal assistant to Mrs. Sandra, the CEO of a fast-rising tech firm in Lekki. She's brilliant, commanding, and far too beautiful for her own good. The kind of woman whose perfume lingers in your mind long after she's left the room. When I first got the job, Ada was over the moon. "Baby, this is your breakthrough," she said. "Just keep your head down and don't let that woman boss you around too much." I laughed. If only I knew what was coming. Sandra was not just a boss, she was a force. She would call me at odd hours to prepare presentations, accompany her to late-night business meetings, and sometimes even drive her home when her chauffeur was not available. She would often say things like, "You are not like the others. Chike, you actually understand me." The first time she said that, I felt something shift. It was not love, it was confusion mixed with danger. The kind you feel when you know you are getting too close to fire, but still can't step back. One night, after a particularly long meeting, she insisted we stop by her house so she could sign some documents. It was around 10:30 p.m. The house was quiet, the lights dim, and she was in silk robe when she came out of her room. "Sit down, Chike," she said softly. "You've worked so hard for me. I don't even know how to thank you." I froze. She moved closer, placed her hand on my chest, and whispered, "Do you ever think about me when you are not at work?" My heart was racing. I thought about Ada, her laughter, her sacrifices, her love. But I also thought about my rent, my dreams, and how losing this job would crush everything. I stood up. "Ma, I respect you too much for this." Sandra smiled, not angrily, but like someone who just found a challenge. "You're a good man, Chike, but everyone has a breaking point." From that night, things got complicated. She started treating me differently. Sometimes overly nice, sometimes cold. My phone rang constantly. Ada noticed. "Why does your boss call you this late?" she asked one night. "It's almost midnight." "It's work," I replied. "You would not understand." Ada was not convinced. She grew suspicious, distant. Then one weekend, Sandra called and said she needed me to accompany her to Abuja for a business conference. It was a 3-day trip. Ada cried, "You are choosing her over me again? Can't someone else go?" "No one else can do my job, Ada. Please understand." She turned away, silent. That silence hurt more than any argument could. In Abuja, Sandra was different, softer, almost vulnerable. After a long day, she invited me to her suite to go over a few slides. We talked about work, then somehow about life. "I envy Ada," she said suddenly. "You give her what I can't seem to find, loyalty." Before I could respond, she leaned in and kissed me. For a second, I did not move. Then I gently pushed her away. "Ma, please, I can't." She looked embarrassed, even angry. "You will regret this, Chike." The next day, she barely spoke to me. When we returned to Lagos, I was reassigned to a different department. No warning, no explanation. Ada found out about the trip's tension through a rumor at my workplace. She confronted me. "Did you sleep with her?" she shouted. "No, I swear I did not." "But she's your boss. She could have had you fired. Why risk everything for me?" I looked at her, tears stinging my eyes. "Because you are the only one who saw me when I was nobody." She hugged me tight. "Then let's fight this together." A month later, Sandra resigned abruptly. Rumors spread that the board found out about her unprofessional conduct. I never said a word to anyone. She left me a note on her last day. You made me remember what real respect feels like. I hope she knows how lucky she is. I folded the note and tucked it away. Now, whenever Ada teases me about finding a new job, I smile quietly because deep down, I know I survived something that could have ruined everything, not just my career, but my heart.